What's up, guys? So, this is what I plan to be the last video on this whole little doxing situation I found myself in. Kinda just want to put all of this to bed and address a few things I've been seeing. So real quick, firstly, and why you probably clicked on this video, yes, Jack, the man himself, has responded to all of this. And this is his response. He is lying. I never doxed anyone or threatened to dox anyone. Had to look up the word. By the way, stop believing everything you hear. I wouldn't do that to anyone. I do everything and don't have a team. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, Jack is telling the truth. If Jack says that he didn't do this, then that's really where I'm gonna leave it, especially considering that I wasn't even accusing him of doing this in the first place. Sorry, Jack, not to rain on your parade, but I don't know if I really think that you have the ability to do all this. My original thought was that you asked someone to do this or something like that, but honestly, I just don't care. Here's the thing, guys. There's something called the burden of proof when it comes to stuff like this. If I want to say that somebody did this or did that, it is up to me to prove that. I know a lot of internet drama will have people thinking otherwise, but you can't just say somebody did something and then expect them to prove that they didn't. That's really not how that works, which is exactly why I didn't name any names in the video I made about this originally. I even addressed like the last quarter of the video, saying that this could just be some random wacko who's obsessed with Jack or something who wants to defend him. Do I think that's likely? But you know, it's possible. Which is why I never said I know who is doing this, or this person's doing this, or they're doing that, because not only do I not care to prove it, I can't. Everything was sent from an anonymous email address that I don't really care to get the police involved to figure out who it belongs to, because stuff like this, it's nothing really new. Being an online figure, being a YouTuber, this is the kind of stuff that you just learn to deal with. This is not the first time this has happened to me, and it definitely will not be the last. People say they want to dox me all the time. The only reason I'm addressing this one is because it was such strange timing in connection to the video I made talking about that podcast Jack was on, and I still find that timing very strange, and I'm sure there's something unsavory going on here, but I honestly just don't really care. That video was really just to tell you guys that if you saw my address pop up anytime soon, that it wasn't actually my address, because this was a first. This was the first time they actually just sent me a list of addresses they thought belonged to me. Most of the time it's just empty threats, or I'm gonna come to your house, do this, do that, you know, stuff like that. But this whole thing kind of got a little bit bigger than I expected it to. That video got like 300,000 views in less than 24 hours, so crazy stuff. But I kind of wanted to address a few things I've been seeing. I've been scouring comment sections, okay? I've been keeping up with Twitter. And look, y'all, I appreciate you guys going to bat for me. I appreciate the care you guys are showing. It does mean a lot, but look, I don't need you guys to go and bombard Cooking with Jack and his comment section, his Twitter, whatever, with things about doxing or even vague threats I've seen, which I don't condone whatsoever. You guys should know that. I don't need that, and I definitely don't want it, okay? I'm a pretty big boy, and if I ever do get doxed and somebody ever decides to go through with it and come to my house and they threaten me or my family or anything like that, they're gonna learn pretty quickly why that's a bad idea. So I'm not really concerned about any of this stuff, guys, alright? Another thing I saw quite a bit in Jack's response in his comment section was people saying, we've seen the email, we know it's true, and yes, that email was a real email I got. I'm not making that up. I've seen some people say they think it might be fake, which, guys, if I was gonna fake a doxing attempt, I'd go for somebody much bigger than the Cooking with Jack show, okay? I'd shoot higher, all right? I guess a lot of people thought I typed it out or something. Don't know why I would do that. So yes, it is a real email, okay? No doubt about that. I've gotten more since then, by the way. But Jack does not need to prove that he did not send it. Going back to that whole burden of proof thing, that's just not how stuff works. I could scroll through my comment section, pick a random person and say, actually, this is the one who doxed me. And if you're that person, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna prove you didn't send an email? You can't. It's impossible. So that's just not how things work, okay? You don't need to go ask Jack to prove himself, alright? So if it is really Jack or if it's really not, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, guys. Stuff like this is always going to happen, alright? I will end this video by addressing whoever is sending these emails, because I know you're watching them, since you're addressing my community posts and my recent videos in your emails you've been sending me. Proton is really not that anonymous. All right, buddy. I'm assuming you just looked up send an email anonymously and you clicked on the first thing, which is normally Proton. It's great for privacy, you know, know, but sending threats via the internet, not so much. Which leads me to my final point here. You can threaten to SWAT me all you want. You can threaten me with email after email about how you're gonna SWAT me, how in 15 minutes you're sending the SWAT team to my house, and then wait 30 minutes to send another email saying that in 4 minutes the SWAT team's gonna be at my house. But just between me and you, buddy, I don't think you really understand how these time-based threats work. Unless you meant 27 hours instead of 4 minutes, that most recent email doesn't appear too accurate. Also, and just trying to look out for you here, buddy, maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't put in writing that you don't care if innocent people are killed when you SWAT me in an email from an account attached to you, which, by the way, it is attached to you, okay? Whether you think it is or not, do yourself a favor and look up Proton's transparency report and look at how many accounts they turned over to law enforcement last year. Might not be the best idea to keep sending those emails, you know? Just a thought. But with that being said, that's really all I wanted to talk about today, guys. Like I said, this is gonna be the last time I talk about this. Just wanted to address some things I was seeing and hearing. Try to keep it pretty drama-free on this channel, so just wanted to do some housekeeping. Hopefully we can all just go back to watching bad cooking and Darman. Stay safe out there, guys. Do me a favor and don't send any silly emails, okay? I'd appreciate it. See ya. Hold on. Wait a second, don't go anywhere. August from the future here, guys. It's the next morning, and I didn't even get to drink my morning coffee before having to read more stupid emails from this loser, so that's great. But yes, we have received 2 more emails, and since this video wasn't uploaded yet, I figured I would include them. It's more of the same, really. They're just getting more and more threatening, and I'm starting to believe more and more that this might just be a kid or something. The first one reads, "You fail to realize that I can simply extort info about you from your tenants," which, no you can't, because you don't know their names and you don't know where they live because who you rent from is not public record. Dumbass. How can you be so stubborn for practically nothing? You're risking your own safety as well as your family's, so more threats. This is the last time I'll ask you to take your videos and posts down before I actually go full fucking crazy on this. Holy shit, guys, he's whipping his dick out, and look, it might be soft right now, but you never know what's gonna happen. Then a few hours later, I got another one saying some really interesting subreddits have received some really interesting information. And then my favorite part of all of this, keep us updated on whether you're alive or not, August. As if there's some sort of fucking hit squad out there waiting for my address to get leaked, and they're gonna come murk me at 4 o'clock in the morning. I guess this guy thinks that there's a large community of people out there who are waiting for the opportunity to murder me. I mean, I'm hoping that that's not the case, but it seems to be what this guy believes, because he thought I would be dead within minutes of posting part of my investment portfolio onto Reddit, which I couldn't find, by the way, so I don't know if he's bluffing or not. Like I said, doesn't really matter because none of the addresses are actually tied to me, but just thought I'd give you guys an update before calling it quits on this whole Jack drama. So this time, it's a real see ya, okay? See ya.